Hi everyone, Andrew Schwabe here at Layer 1. I hope you are doing well. Today I've got a quick video for you on installing Sitecore Forms Extensions and hooking up form fills to XDB contact information. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to have to do is go locate the Sitecore Forms Extension GitHub repository. Once on that page, you can scroll down to the README section. There's a downloads link in here. We're going to want to click that downloads. The version that we're going to install today is dependent on the target version of Sitecore. In our case, we are using Sitecore 9.3. I'm going to select Sitecore 9.3 and then go ahead and download the zip directory to a known location. Once that download has completed, we're going to log in as a Sitecore admin and locate the desktop view. Once in the desktop view, we're going to click Start, Development Tools, and Installation Wizard. In your case, you're going to want to click the Upload Package button and select the zip directory that you just downloaded from Sitecore Forms Extension GitHub repository. Once that's uploaded, click Next and work your way through the wizard. I have already done this for this install. It takes a few minutes, so I didn't want to waste our time here. For those of you who have to install it, go ahead and pause the video now. Once you get to the view that says Restart Sitecore Client is when you're going to want to pick the video back up. So we'll restart Sitecore Client and then we'll move over to Sitecore Launchpad. I want to locate the form that I want to update, so I'm going to go to Forms. I have a Test Contact Us form here and open that up. There are 4 inputs on this field or on this form. First name, last name, email address, and message. I'm going to start with first name. I'm going to select that field from the form, slide all the way down to the advanced settings, and then the piece I'm interested in most is value provider. So this is what we just installed with the Sitecore extension package. You'll notice a drop down here, a folder called Experience Profile. Let's expand that and see what things we have here. So in here, what these are mappings from the form field input, so in our case first name, to data in XConnect contact. So these are all of the out-of-the-box options. In our case, we've got first name, which falls under personal information, and select first name. Another field that's of interest to you potentially is this checkbox down here. So what this checkbox does is it will, if selected, it will pre-populate the form for known contacts. So say I've already filled the form out on your site. I'm a resolved contact in XDB. If I go to this form, should it pre-populate? That's what this is asking here. In my case, I do not want to pre-populate, so I'm not going to check that checkbox. I'm going to just apply and continue on to last name. Same process for last name. Under personal information, there's last name. Select it, apply. Email address, same process. A little bit different, however, because email does not fall under personal information. It's a top-level entity. I'm going to select email and apply. Now message, for instance, we are not going to save this for the reason of out-of-the-box Sitecore doesn't have a really good place to put this. We could abuse one of the fields that are already there, but I highly advise against doing something like that. In order to actually capture this data correctly and store it with the contact, I would suggest doing some custom development, adding an additional facet to the XDB contact, adding the additional value provider, and hooking it up that way. So you have a custom implementation to capture this custom information. So I'm going to cancel out of that because we're not going to make any changes. And then I'm going to go to submit. Last thing we need to do is add our submit action. Also with Sitecore Forms Extensions, not only did we get the value providers, we also get some new submit actions. And one of them is identify contact. So I'm going to select that. A window will open and I'm just going to open this drop down. So what this identifier field is asking is how do we identify the contact in XDB to figure out if it's the same person or same contact that exists already. So in our case, we want to choose something unique. We've had great success with email address, so I'm going to select email address, click OK, and then I'm just going to move this up to the top and apply. So what this will do, the submit action, is if there's no contact with that email address, it'll create a new one. If there is a contact with that email address, it will find that contact and it'll update first name and last name based off the new values that are entered. So I'm going to click apply here and save. And just like any other form modifications, you're going to want to go into Sitecore content tree, click publish. If this isn't on a page already, you can go ahead and add it to a page and start filling it out, and you will start seeing XDB contacts showing up under experience profile. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I thank you for your time.